Hello, you. Welcome to Geekism. How are we doing, folks? Having a little dance. That was good fun, wasn't it? So I just put that on because normally we have the Planet Coaster music on, but we're not in Planet Coaster today. We're doing stuff for Planet Coaster, but we're not actually going to be in the game much at the moment anyway. We're going to actually be working in Photoshop today, working on some billboards for Pinewood Hills. So hello, how's it going? Just make sure you're all on board and joining me and stuff. Make sure volume's okay. Good evening, Autumn. Redstone Gaming, Axolotl, very nice. Welcome. How's the coffee coming? Axolotl said he was going to put the kettle on. What's their moves? Yeah, I thought it was good. Excuse me. Right. First things first. Stone Award. Oh, no. No. Didn't have a very good week this week. I stayed the same. Didn't put any on. But no. No, I didn't lose enough this week. We went out for a night. Me and Nicola, we went out and had a meal and went to the cinema and got loads of ice cream, and I had these nacho fries things and all this sort of stuff. And then I've been a little bit bad in work as well. I got a hot dog one night when I was out and about with tenants. So no good this week, but stay the same at least. Wait 1 minute, smile. Go ahead, DL. I'll have a black coffee, no sugar, thank you. Yeah. So there we go. I don't know what that says, Alexander. I shall have some Photoshop tips, though you're pretty good at it already. Oh, I'm not very good at all. I know how to do a few things, and they're usually the things I stick to. So let's get started. One of the first things I want to do, there's a billboard in Pinewood at the pit stop, the Chief Beef pit stop that we haven't had anything on for ages. So we'll start a new one for that. I find that 1280 by 720 works lovely for billboards. That music's still in my head. Good. Keep at it, bro. We've ordered 2 takeaways for tonight. Well, at least I haven't had that. We actually had what they call a fake away tonight, which is where you try and make something yourself that tastes like a takeaway. So Nicola cooked, actually, which doesn't happen very often, but she cooked and she made fake KFC. It was pretty good, actually. It wasn't too bad at all, and apparently it's like fat free and all this. You take the skin off the chicken, and the coating was made with like smash and all different herbs and stuff. It sounds crazy, but it was actually pretty good. She didn't like it. I thought it was pretty good. I'd eat it again. But yeah, that's the sort of thing that we've resorted to. Don't crop. All right, cool. Let's grab. Let's get a new window open on here. And let's get some Chief Beef images. I mean, we can always jump in the game and get them ourselves. But I think there's probably enough on here that we can use. On Thursday, it's my birthday. I hope you have a lovely day. Caribou mahogany. Delicious. Sounds nice. It sounds lovely. In fact, let's have a look for a good solid Chief Beef we can use. Good evening, John. Good evening, Peter. How are you, my friend? That's pretty solid, yeah. That's a bit small. That's somebody else's thumbnail, so we'll leave that. That's actually a pretty good sign. Let's have a look. Oh, that's good. Is that nice and high res? We're not getting Pizza Pen after all. We have got Pizza Pen now, haven't we? That's an old image. Oh, yeah, this is nice and big. We'll use that. Okay. Copy that then, and we'll go to File, New. Okay, cool. Life imitates arse, Life imitates art. Oh, that's a lovely start, isn't it? D.W. Wilkin, little start for February towards your goal. Thank you so much, friend. It's very much appreciated. If you're wondering what the £100 goal is there at the top of the screen, that is the price I've worked out. It's actually about £102.60 or something like that for me to earn minimum wage from streaming. That's all that is. It's all I ask is that the streams help sort of pay for themselves, basically, so help pay for the fibre optic internet. Look at my username, please. Oh yeah. Oh well, you're well suited for today, aren't you, Billboard boy? Gonna Subnautica while watching. Hard to quit last night. Got scared. I'm 38. Pete, tell me about it, mate. I keep having to stop recording. In the episode I've recorded today, I have to bleep out me swearing. That's how bad it was. I mean, I know I very occasionally swear on live stream, but I never swear in videos. And I actually bleep myself because I got that wound up with something in the game. You'll see, it was really good fun. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's so different to the stuff I'd normally play, but I am really, really loving it. That is near enough perfect, look. So we'll grab that there, get rid of all that. That's lovely. Great for the signs. We don't want either Pizza Pen nor Hot Dog Squad for this, so we're going to do that. We'll get rid of that. What is minimum wage in England? It is. Oh God, I looked it up at the time. I think it's £7.60. Minimum wage UK 2018. I'm pretty sure it's. Let's have a look. £7.83. Oh no, £7.50 at the moment for somebody my age. From 18 years old, it's £5.60. God, that's nothing, is it? £5.60 an hour once you hit 18. Okay, it can't find broadcaster. Oh, do you know what? I think it's using an old thingy changed. The link changed. Pixels and Pages is an old name, but hold on, let's have a look. Yeah, £7.50 over 21. There you go. Yeah, that's minimum wage in the UK. I mean, it's not much really. I think they say something like the living wage should be about £10, something like that. Yeah, it's really quite low, but not that I feel like I should earn that from streaming. It's just I kind of wanted to put a price on it. A lot of people have things they're going to buy or something, but I don't really need much at the moment for the spec because obviously with moving, that's when we'll be looking at buying new equipment and stuff like that. You may have to refresh the page, but I've updated the newest thing now. Look at his hand. Oh yeah, we'll fix that. Don't worry, his hand's disappeared. How do I make transfer tracks? Pretty much just build a second coaster, to be honest. There's no real way to do it in the game. Hello, Jonty, you creative bastard. Hello, security guard Jackson, you awesomely named bastard. There you go. I think you should raise the goal a bit higher. Well, if we keep hitting it, I may do. But for now, some months we don't hit it, so I'm happy to keep it that. It's just a nice little round number we can aim towards. There we go. So we've updated the link now. But of course, just feel free to just watch. It's fine. Just having you here watching and clicking the like button as well really helps. Okay, cool. Right, let's crack on then. So his hand's all messed up, but we can fix that. We can fix that, no problem at all. Let's just undo this a few times. So we can see a bit better. Are we going to be able to do this? Oh yeah, we can sort that out, no problem. We just need to turn the tolerance down a little on the don't crop on this. So let's try and tolerance of 40 instead. We're on the wrong layer. No, 40 is still too much. What about 30? 30 is perfect. We'll probably end up getting rid of that shadow by hand. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, we could do the whole thing by hand normally. I would use a pen and do a line, but if we're doing adverts, we could do Rudy's Camel Crisps. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, we're doing something specific at the moment, but afterwards, yeah, we can look at doing a few adverts. They were really good fun doing those. I really enjoyed making those before. Let's just get in here and just tidy up this shadow a little. I feel like we should have some music on in the background, but I haven't got anything. I suppose I could just put some royalty-free stuff on, but then the amount of times that stuff ends up not being royalty-free and demonetizing the video, it's kind of crazy. So feel free to put your own music on in the background. I want this hardness to be right up. Yeah, feel free to sound clip that one. My goodness, couldn't get YouTube working with my Chromecast for some reason. Glad you broadcast here too. Oh, that's kind of why we do it, really. We don't really have much of a following on Twitch, but I know there are a few people who prefer the option, so that's kind of why we dual broadcast. We don't get many views over on Twitch at all, but we do it for the few folks who do like to use it as a platform, which is totally cool. There are some awesome Twitch streamers in Planco, people like Blind and Cleve Tanaka, I think it is, or Takana. I forget. Yeah, some really really great people. Okay, that's him sorted pretty much, and the logo is obviously perfect, so that's fine. Put Valhalla music on. I don't know what that is. Music, Planko music. Yeah, we could just put the Planko music on, couldn't we? I have the album somewhere on the computer. Where would that be? Let's have a look. There we go. Over in here somewhere. I'm just going to drop it on the other screen just in case there's stuff here that I don't want people to see. Music. Excuse me, music. Should we try that? There we go. This is the ambient one. Weightless it was called. The ambient background music. It's not a very long album, but hopefully it will help. Take the background down a bit. And there we go. Let me know if that's too loud. Thank you very much, Grumpage. Should have done this a long time ago for all the great content. This should encourage people who can't stand unrounded numbers to donate, if my math is correct. What's it put it as? I can't quite see from here. Has it put it as a horrible number? Oh my god. That's triggering me, pal. Thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. Let's jot that down there. Didn't realise Beef's left leg is thicker than the right. Oh yeah, so it is. Or is that just a bit of grey took that off? This is like a thingy image, a custom. What's the word? Test image. I forget the term. Got to go. We'll watch replay. No problem. Thanks for stopping by. What's happening, Jack? We're doing some Billboard stuff today. You could just belt out some ELO again. Oh, never again. Never again. maybe again. We'll see. Okay, let's get some of these over here then. Onto this. Wait, that's beautifully big. That'll be a lovely resolution. Well, it would be if the resolution itself wasn't pretty low. And we'll get you over here as well. And we can start playing around with both of them as our starter point. Okay. Good evening, John T. How's Oreo? He's fine. He's here fast asleep. Look. Absolutely zoned out. I can't believe how different the lighting is. It's the exact same room. He's literally here, look. Look how different the lighting is. It must just be the camera, I suppose. It's also referring to the soundtrack to Valhalla at Blackpool Pleasurebury. Ah, okay. I'm supposed to be writing a funeral speech tonight, but decided you're a much better option. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that you're having to write a funeral speech. I think we spoke about it last week, didn't we? If it's about the person who's passed away, it's called an obituary. Concept art, thank you. That was the term I was looking for. Hi, Jonty. Hi, Lisa. How's it going? Right, okay, let's just drop him down a little. I think I kind of like the idea of him being massive here on the side. You know? But we'll see. I think we need a wash at the back. The place, the thing itself, it's like Grand Prix themed. Hi, British Brick. So I think what we'll do is let's have a gradient. Come on. Oh, there it is. It's over here. Sometimes that happens. Let's go to that one then, and we'll have you as like a nice deep. Everything's coming over here. Everything nice deep red. Okay, and then you as a not so deep red. There we go. Okay, cool. Knock that down to there, and then we'll get rid of this background. Okay, cool. So that's kind of nice. Very well, thank you. Start a new job tomorrow. Feeling nervous? Oh, well, hopefully we could take a bit of the pressure off. I'm sure you'll do fantastically well. Obituaries in the paper. Speech at funerals. Eulogy. Thank you, Dan. That was the word I was looking for. Eulogy. Yeah, of course it is. I should have known that, shouldn't I? I worked as an undertaker for 2 years. Mr. Mallover will correct me. Yeah, there you go. Look, it's like I'm back at my old job. Yes, an eulogy. That's right. Obituaries in the newspaper. You're correct, of course. But yes, I'm sure you'll do great at your new job, Lisa. He'll date his end of the month. Yeah, that is quite a while away, actually. I hope everything's okay. I'm sure it'll come round in no time, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't know. Sometimes it's the closure people need, you know. So I don't know. Right, I want to find a checkered flag. That we can use. That seems tiny, and now it's huge. Oh, it's an SVG. We're not too fussed about using that. Let's see if we can find another one. That's just an image. View image. That'll do nicely. Copy image. Not worried about copyright here. I'm only using them for myself. I'm not making any money out of any of this. Let's paste that in and drag it up. Like so, drop that to the back, knock the opacity down a fair whack. There we go. Okay, so that's giving us that sort of, you know, racetrack vibe. Thank you, John T. I'm working with people who have mental health issues and disabilities to gain what they need to get back to work. That's a fantastic job. I do something quite similar, actually. I work as a support worker for adults with mental health issues. It's very rewarding. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes it can be like getting blood out of a stone, but, you know, overall it's very rewarding. What are the billboards for sponsorships? This one is for it's a menu in a restaurant. Actually, we'll probably place it in before the episode's out, so you'll be able to see exactly where it is. Let's knock you down a bit to a decent size. Now we need to go and check out the Planco dictionary. And try and find the words for burger menu, maybe? Let's have a look if there's a word for burger. I think it helps. Right now I feel like I'm in limbo. Yeah, I get that, Autumn. Yeah, definitely. There is an element of closure to it. Definitely, yeah. But some of the words they've picked to use are really weird. Like, how often do you have to say breathe in the game? Burger. Gombo. That's a fantastic word. Okay, so gombo is burger. Let's just throw you down there for now. And then we also want burger menu. Mention menu. Ubala. That's a good one as well. I think we've used Ubala before, actually. I think on the ice cream menu. Okay, we're using Biko. No, let's use Eagle. Eagle book. There we go. And we'll drag it up to the top. Gombo Bala. And we'll just make it white, I think. Control F would help you search that page for the word. Of course it would, Peter. Yeah, you're right. I wasn't able to make it last week, so I was a bit ill, but I'm here this week. Jack, George, you're very welcome any week you can make it. Sounds like an insult, doesn't it? You absolute gombo. Yeah, it does a bit. I might start using it. Oh, you gombo. It's like something you'd say as a kid, isn't it? What we're going to do... Drag you there, make you black, and knock your... put you under there, and knock your opacity down. Okay, then drag that up. We should start naming these, because we're going to get lost. Otherwise... oops. Spelled Chief Beef wrong there. There we go. I'm doing okay. Certain things or songs at the moment. Yes, songs are a big one. I found that with people I've lost is that occasionally song. Or do you know what sounds really strange? Certain smells. And I don't want that to sound as awful as it does, but every now and again I'll smell something. It reminds me so much of past events and stuff. It's so strange. Right. That's good. Do you know what's interesting? Actually, that black line, even though it's underneath the logo, actually makes the top of that logo look a bit dimmer, which is quite peculiar. Okay, so here's going to be the Gombo Umbala. Oh no, Ubala. Gombo Ubala is the burger menu. Hey Guy, how's it going, buddy? Hi from Holland. How is everyone? Everyone's fine. Kevin, how are you? Kevin, I'm not going to try and pronounce your surname, Kevin. Sorry. And Guy Chicago, I can manage that one. That's a word I can say in Chicago. Okay, so Gombo Ubala. There we go. That's so let's have a look what other words we can use that will fit in this. Maybe sides. Sides would be a good one. Let's have a look for sides. We have side. Now, I'm pretty sure, I did ask James about this, that normally if you pluralise it with an S, you can pluralise the Planko word with an S. So sides becomes sods. And we'll try drinks as well. Kelbell, thank you so much, Kelbell. It's very generous. No message, but thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. It all goes right back into supporting the stream. Drinks, let's have a look. So we've got sods, which is almost like soda. And drinks is gloops. Fantastic. So sods and gloops. Let's jump over to back to Photoshop and do sods and gloops. Sods, gloops. Fantastic. I'm a big fan of both of those words. Let's make them a little bigger so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so... I'm missing the chat. I'm procrastinating starting taxis by being entertained here. Ugh, it's a rough time, isn't it? The UK's just had theirs. We have to get ours in by the end of January if you do it online. Can I suggest a video? You can suggest, George, of course. You can help revision by smelling something, then taking that smell into an exam. Cool. So it's got to be something smelly but portable. I can think of some suggestions, but I won't mention them on stream. Marco, I love how the lady pronounces your name. I know. I think she does it on purpose now. Yonti from Geekism. Still needs to catch up with the rest of the series. Oh, you should, Jen. It's very good, if I do say so myself. I agree, Geekism. My granddad was an antiques dealer. I spent most of my summers in a child on Portobello Road with him. He owned largest and oldest cutlery collection. And I bet every time you smell that sort of, leather and, dust balls and things like that, it all comes flooding back, I can imagine. I just thought of my friends saying you absolute gombo, and then imagined Hermione Granger saying it's combo, not gombo, like that in the first movie. Yeah. It's Wingardium Leviosa. I'm great. I've worked for 3 days. I work in public transport as a train conductor. I enjoy your days off, Kevin. I'll be right back. Going to watch the heavy rocket launch on the back porch. Oh, yeah, there's a rocket launch, isn't there? What's Kevin's job as a train conductor? Yeah, that's like one of the classic kids wanting to be when they're older jobs, isn't it? Train conductor. I think you guys triggered my missus. She's rounded it up. Right, it's all coming. It's all making sense now. Awesome. I could do with a tasty gold gloop. Sorting through loads of old metal forks earlier. Yeah. Jonty, why is the flag red? It's checkered, but we're going for a red theme. The build's red, so it's kind of like a washed out. What I would like to see is how to naturally cover the pathways. Of the toughest time with that. Okay, I can bear it in mind. I've been watching the lady because of you, Jonty. She is lovely. She is, I know, but don't tell her because her head will grow big. She's great, and she does so much for the community as well. All the stuff she's been doing with Planko spotlights and stuff. It's absolutely fantastic. Which I hope you're all enjoying. I'm having such a ball recording for them. I did another couple recording. They won't come out for the next week or so, I suppose, because obviously there's quite a few of us doing stuff. But yeah, I've had a great time doing stuff for them. Let's duplicate that layer and make it something else. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Gloops copy is what I wanted to do. So we'll have... Okay, so Berg apply. Okay, so we'll make gombos. And we'll actually put what it is in English as well. Like I said before, we're going to do this as if it's like a multilingual place, like it would be in Wales, or a lot of places in Europe have the English as well. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be doing it with English and Planko. And gloops are drinks. Actually, I don't like brackets. They're quite lazy. Let's do a slightly darker colour instead. Yeah, that's better. Oops. Sods. And that one, whoops, is burgers. And we'll knock all those up. This music's a bit funky, innit? Oh, I wrote sods twice. Whoops. Where's all my... I haven't quite got this set up how I normally have it set up, and I'm not quite sure where my alignment options are. Oh, they're all up here. Okay, so I want them to do... Oh, there's a program error. Great. Could not complete the left edges command. Why on earth not? Because of a program error. Well, that's just lovely. Let's just do gloops and drinks then, and we'll drag them all over. Can I get 3 large gloops and a gombo, please? What flavour gloops? Happy half birthday to Xander. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, 6 months old, hey. Have I got a window open or something? Is that what the problem is? Because it's not letting me do anything because of a program error. What have I got open somewhere? What's going on? Could not use the move tool because of a program error. See, that'll let me move. And that'll let me move. But that one won't. How weird is that? How peculiar. Make an advert for Oreo cat food. That's a good idea as well. Planko Spot says, lovely idea for a wonderful charity. I'm glad you agree. I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older. Younger. Yeah, tell me about it. What are you doing? Just join. Hi, Tom. We're working on some billboards for Pinewood Hills. I haven't changed the sods. No, I haven't, but it won't even let me do it for some reason. I can go in and type. But, oh, and now it works. That's the weirdest thing. But it won't let me... What about if I go into type and then do it? How peculiar. Gloops and drinks, and then we can move that around. Very strange. Okay, so let's get these all lined up then. The old-fashioned way. Right. Sods sides. Okay, so gombos / burgers. That needs to be first, doesn't it? What you making this for? Hi, Omega. These are going into Pinewood Hills. Save. Wow, my son just messaged you, John T. Where? Hi. What have I missed? Not much. How is Xander 6 months? Oh, tell me about it. Hasn't it gone quick? Hasn't it gone quick? Maybe put Pinewood Hills on the thing. Oh, yeah, we'll put Pinewood Hills on the thing. Yeah, definitely. In fact, we'll do that maybe here. Don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to lay this out. I think what we need to do, actually, is move a few things around here. I think our... where's our logo? I think our logo has to come over this side. Gombo Ubala has to come over this way. Yeah, this is better. And then our chief beef has to come down in size a little and kind of take up that kind of space there. Although I do kind of like his little hat. No, not with that Sans hat. We'll have him like that. Okay, cool. So then those three now all come here. Okay. So drinks. I've had an idea for the drinks. Having said that, my little rat bag is 7 this year. Only seems like 5 minutes ago she was born. It's crazy, isn't it? Because in some ways it's gone really quick, and then in other ways I can't even think I can't even imagine him not being around. You know, it's crazy. He's having a little fidget right now. I'm watching him on the monitor. Look, he's absolutely fast asleep. Look, I don't know if you can even see that, to be honest. There he is. Absolutely flat out. Being very good, which is good because his mom's out at the moment. She's gone to play netball, so I'm technically on baby watch until she gets back. It's my therapy dealing with wedding planning. Oh, George, I don't envy you there at all, but I thoroughly enjoyed my wedding, but I did not enjoy the best 6 months running up to it. Is this the restaurant at the front of Sparrow Wharf? Yes, Sam, it is. Yeah, this is the Chief Beef Pit Stop restaurant. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll do something quite standard that I see in a lot of these places, which is rather than list the drinks, they just have images of the different brands. But what we'll do is we'll use the brands from in the game. Okay, so let's get back up to here, back to Google, and let's have a think about all the different brands in the game. First of all, Gulpy is the standard one, isn't it? So let's have a look at images and try and get a Gulpy logo that looks good. That one there, that'll do, yeah, because that's pretty small, but that's fine. I'll copy it because let me just make a box and have a rough idea of sizings. We want it to be about that big. So what's that? About an inch by an inch? Okay, cool. Get rid of that. Okay, file, new. And let's make 1 by 1 inch by 1 inch. Create. And trim you down a bit. And so you fit in. Oh, that's lovely and pixely. Okay, I mean, it doesn't really matter because this is going to be so tiny. Like I say, normally if I was doing, you know, screenshots and all that kind of stuff, I spend a lot longer on these, but it's going to be such a small little detail, it really doesn't matter. So, solid colour, let's grab the colour from there and just make it a lot sort of brighter. Maybe not that bright, maybe like that. Okay, good. And then, oops, what have I done there? Oh, I've still got the selection on the go, that's why. Let's try it like that. What is Patreon? Patreon, it's kind of like, what's the best way to describe Patreon? It's like Kickstarter, but rather than paying one larger payment for a one-off product, it's smaller payments each month to support regular content. Okay, let's merge all those, and then we'll drag it over here. Perfect, so that's exactly the sort of thing I wanted to do. Excuse me. I should know this, but I feel stupid that I can't think of it. Does Planko, the language, have a Planko currency name symbol instead of dollars or pounds? Or no, it's just a dollar sign, isn't it? Yeah, it is actually. They just use dollars in the game. Although I think you can set it to pounds, actually. Can't remember. Right, so that's Gulpy. So what else is in the game? Pip Shot. Some of these might be a bit harder to do. It's one thing I thought there would be somewhere, like good quality logos. There really isn't. Luckily, the wiki has these signs really nicely done. So I think we'll probably use one of them, or maybe. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. Let's use that one because we can grab that one really easily. Copy. Let's go back over here. Paste you in. You're going to be huge because we only want this tiny little thing. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, I think that'll be alright. Maybe just have that. Yeah, maybe just that bit. Alright, and then we'll make this much, much smaller. Hi John, do you remember me from last week? I do, Michael, of course. Welcome back, buddy. Everyone, let's get 50 likes in 30 seconds. Yeah, right. That's what I thought, but it kind of seems like something they should have done with the whole language and such. Yeah, they could have gone to a lot more effort with that kind of stuff, but it's nice, you know, I like the language, just that they have that. Go on then, see if we can get 50 likes then, Sam. You're my unofficial PR guy. Oh, I just realised that isn't actually white. Let's undo that. You are very slightly off-white. So let's do that. There we go. Oh, it's even more off-white there. I think it's just because the shadow of the shape. It'll be enough. Change the background of Gulpy so it looks like a light version. Oh, that's a good idea. We've just gone all the way past it now. Yeah, give me 1 sec. That is a good idea, actually. Yeah, like a Gulpy light, Gulpy 0. We could even find the word 0 in Planco. We could find the word 0 in Planco and put that on there. I don't know what to make of that now. It's fine, I suppose. It's a bit dull, isn't it? Do you know what? I'm going to go right back. Oops, not that far. Let's just go back to there. Right. And then let's try our hardest to get rid of this. It should go pretty easily, this, to be honest. Oops. And we can clear up anything that doesn't pretty nicely. Okay, so let's move it into the middle. All these bits, no problem. And then we'll go really little. I can't remember where stuff is. There we go. We'll go really little with this and just clean it up a little. Let's just hide that for a minute because I do like the idea of Gulpy light. Hi, Sasha. Blanco Zero sounds like the actor Franco Nero. Ah, that could be. He could be the sponsor. Planconis, Plennies I like. Yeah, Plennies I think is pretty good. 84 watching now should equal 84 likes. If only it worked that way, guy. Back, I just called my mom. Oh, good. Hope she's well. Right. That looks better. Solid colour. Let's just get a nice bright colour for a second just to kind of see where we need to do a bit of work. Okay. No, cancel. There we go. Like I say, I'm not going to go crazy with this because it really doesn't deserve it. That's better than nothing. And what we'll do is we'll take that pip shot and make it fill the space a bit more. There we go, that'll do. Deselect, okay, and then let's make this colour fill a much nicer colour. Like that, perfect. And then we'll just rasterize those. Oops, no, link them, merge them, I mean. Merge, there we go, and then we can carry you off to here. And you've got a bit of gubbins that I didn't get rid of because I'm an idiot. I see the dislikes, that even counts. Oh yeah, dislikes are fine. Dislike away. As far as YouTube's concerned, it just classes as engagement. So yeah, dislikes, I'm more than happy to get dislikes. I think a lot of people think that they're doing me some sort of disservice by giving me a dislike, but yeah, it really helps. How long is this stream? Too long. We're going until 10 PM UK time, so another hour and 20 minutes. Gulpy brew. Ugh. Are you a dirty Scot? Are you? All right, let's delete them. Let's go back to this one and let's see if we can select this nicely. Technically, the tolerance should be 1, Oh, maybe we'll get away with a tolerance of 1 because it's all the same colour. Oh, we haven't got a layer behind us. Oops. What about Cosmic Care? Yeah, we'll do that one next. Give me a minute. Jeez. Gubbins is such a good word. I'm a big fan of the word gubbins. I use it a lot, to be honest. I use it too much. Oh, hi, Meeks. Do you want to go out? You're going to be all bothersome. There we go. So let's make a solid colour. And like the light one, it's usually like a grey, isn't it? Like, actually, let's make a horrible gradient. A gradient. Yeah, like this. This'll do nicely. There we go. Right, let's have a look for the word in the Planco dictionary. See if there's a 0. This is the ridiculous amount of detail we're going to here, folks. See, what have I done? What have I done? What's wrong with us Scots? Sorry, Cowbell, nothing at all. You're fantastic people. 0. Zoop. Oh, the words we're finding are so good. Sometimes they don't fit. Sometimes they don't sound great, but Zoop is a fantastic one. Let's knock you up a little, and let's get the word Zoop. Yeah. I'm even going to put an exclamation mark on it, because I can. Gulpy Zoop. Tell you what, they should give me a job doing this sort of stuff. I don't know who they is. So no, outside, isn't it? Outside, but not quite that big. There we go. And the colour is going to be the same colour as the Gulpy. No, it doesn't really work. Let's make it a darker one then. No, let's make it like a completely random blue. A little smaller than that. 2 then, I guess. Yep, there we go. Gulpy Zoop. There we go. So that's your diet version. Mrs. Is and she's a Patreon. Watch your mouth. A fan of Bits and Bobs. Bits and Bobs is good as well, yeah. Odds and Sods is another good one for the same term. Changing my like to a dislike. Sorry, Kel. You're a proud and noble people. Rocket Update is launched. Awesome. SpaceX just launched a rocket to Mars. Good for them. It'll stay alike. Who the hell wrote the Planco dictionary? It was written by James Stantz, who's one of the sound designers on the game. Today's my grandfather's birthday. Very happy birthday to your grandfather, Sasha. Gulpy Zoop, love it. Sounds like a good coaster sponsorship too. Maybe an Arrow Hyper called the Zoop large one. I like that. Very good. Not the Pepsi Max big one, the Gulpy Zoop large one. I like it. Nice reference. I hope the next update comes. They will give us diagonal walls, interactive doors for people to use when connected to building, and ride cameras. That's a big ask. Ride cameras we might get. The others are a big ask, I think. Pretty sure Zoop is one of the Muppets in Electric Mayhem. Could be. Wasn't it a song as well? I know it was Doop, wasn't it? You know, they. Yeah, exactly, them. They should give me a job. Right, okay, we're up to date. Good. Sorry, I keep letting the chat get away from me. Okay, so let's make all of you one layer. Oh, converts with smart objects will do, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes it lets me merge, sometimes it doesn't. I just don't know how this thing works. There we go. So you can go there, and we'll move you across to be pip shot. Okay, so we've got Gulpy Zoop. These are going to be so small on the thing. They're going to look like that. You're going to be able to see what they say. And we'll maybe have to try and put them bigger somewhere. I have to go to bed, getting up early. Have fun, Lisa. Thank you. Good night. Generic shops instead of Chief Beef or Burger Store, the sandwich shop, be part of an incremental update to give us all more tools in the toolbox, or should we get a DLC pack? What do you think? I don't know, really. I'm not sure. I'm not really necessarily needing more shops. Because I just call them what I like anyway. I have fun using the in-game brands, but like, just put them, wherever. Call them what you like. So we've got Gulpy Zoop, Pip Shot. Let's do a what's the other one? Milkshake. What's the milkshake one? Somebody's already mentioned it. Cosmic Cow. Okay. Images. Oh, I think with Cosmic Cow, we could actually use the cow itself. I think that one is probably a good shout. Yeah. View image. I'll save you because then we'll get a nice neat version. Videos. It's not really videos, is it? I suppose. Let's just put it random in pictures. There's all sorts of weird stuff in here. Cosmic Cow. There we go. We can drag it in anyway, can't we? All right, we won't do it that way. Let's file open pictures. Oh, you could see some weird stuff here. Cosmic Cow. Oh, look at this little picture of Xander. Look at this. Look at Tim. Look at that boy. That's not what I wanted to show you. He's not going to be a drinks. It was just a photo shoot we had done of him. Open. Let's have a look. Cosmic Cow. There it is. There's a burger there for some reason. Oh, that was for the Tiki Chiki one we did. Drop you down to this. I like that you use Planko because I don't see many people using it. No, I don't either. I just thought it'd be quite a cool idea to use it as much as we can, at least. Some of the words we haven't got available, but some of them are in there. It's just something, a nice little challenge to give ourselves, really. Okay, let's delete you. Solid colour. And we'll just make you a nice light version of that. It's fine. Okay, that was a nice easy one. And more of those, thank you. There we go. How much for the baby? He's not for sale. Not yet, anyway. He probably will be when he starts being a bit more of a dickhead. Maybe hide that pig in the park somewhere as an Easter egg. Oh, that'd be nice. Or we could name a ride after him or something. Handsome boy. He takes after his dad. What can I say, Kev? How does one drink Xander? Well, they spell it right, first of all. All right, Zoop 3 and 2, I guess, is it? Yeah, let's move them over a little. Okay, so last one, I guess, is coffee. Street Fox coffee. We'll do that as well. There's a few other drinks in the game, but they're the ones that we know, aren't they? The awesome Street Fox drew by S.P. Ridley. A lot of people don't know this, but S.P. Ridley designed Street Fox Coffee, designed the character. They put it into the game. There was 2 characters designed by people in the community. One was Street Fox Coffee. The other one was Tiki Chiki. I don't know who did Tiki Chiki, but yeah, S.P. Ridley, fantastic creator. He made the Street Fox. He made the character Street Fox Coffee. Xander's Landers is a space theme ride for Xander. Yeah, I like it. You have to remind me that when we do a space thing. Oh, look at that! But it goes to be Golfy. That's ace. That's dead good. Anyway, we're going to use this. Copy that image. Drop it into there. We'll actually keep the black background on this one. I think that would work quite well for that. Make it look a bit Starbucksy, I guess. That's obviously the theme he was going for. For cannibals to purchase. That's gross. Let's get rid of that. No, we're not going to do. We're only doing pictures for the coffees because that's quite a standard thing. For the coffees, for the drinks. Sorry, quite a standard thing just to have a picture of a row of pictures, drinks. So the other ones, you're going to help me out there. We're going to come up with some names. We'll do these in English. We're going to come up with some burgers and stuff. I don't know why you're bigger than you should be. Why are you bigger than you should be? Have I put you in the wrong thing? Don't apply. Go away. Let's try again. We need to crop you, that's why. Huh? Image, canvas size, inches. Oh, I've put them on the wrong thing. That's why. It's all right. We can fix it. I think it should have been a circle. It looked like a circle before. Okay, there we go. Let's do another background. There we go. On. I just don't understand what's happening here. There we go. Right. Okay. How peculiar. I think the logos might look a bit nicer framed. Yeah, I think you might be right, actually. Just a little something on them. Just to kind of give them all a togetherness. Are we going to work? Yeah, we'll just convert them to smart. We can always rip them apart if we need to. So the options are you can either add a little stroke. That could work. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. Just it's a little something, isn't it? You could also stick a thingy on them as well, drop shadow. Just a little one. Oops. Maybe a little bigger than that. But nah, that's a bit too much probably. I think just a nice little white border on them. Works quite nicely. So we've got Gulpy, Gulpy Zoop, Pip Shot, Cosmic Cow, and Street Fox Coffee. Awesome. Yo, oh man. Tom, calm down. Can't stay for long tonight. Got to get up at 3:30 a.m. tomorrow. Ouch, Morgan. Go to bed. Christ. Trying to make a challenge where you have a small amount of space that's indoors and you have to build a dark ride or roller coaster in that limited space. Oh, that's interesting. London Tower Bridge. Yes, the best movie. The GS. Oh, The Great Showman. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, the music's proper stuck in my head. White works, makes them look more intentional, yeah. It's the jingle when you place the building that gets me. Where he goes, Gulpy! Or Chief Beef. Did you see The Great Showman from now on to the other side? Yeah, it's good, yeah. Million Dreams is good. This Is Me. I think From Now On's my favourite one. I'm a bit of a musicals geek. I quite like a good musical. Okay, so whoops, there's the drinks done then. Okay, cool. So this has took me an hour. Jesus. This is why. So people always wonder why Pinewood Hills is only like 10, 15 minutes long each week. It's because this kind of thing has took an hour, and this is for one billboard in the game, you know? I know we've been chatting and stuff, but still. Oy. Okay, so we need to talk about burgers right now. I want to come up with 2 or 3 different burgers. So let's have a name of a burger and what's in it. Photoshop Xander into Dr. Evil. He already looks like Dr. Evil. All he has to do is this. And he's got it. Yeah. I don't, you know what? I can't do any sort of photo stuff really in Photoshop. I come from a Corel background. I used to work as a graphic designer for a print company. So my job used to be like leaflets and this kind of stuff actually, but for real people. Leaflets, posters, menus, that kind of thing. So I'm quite good at sort of layouts, but I never did... A Million Dreams I'm singing at my talent show. Best of luck, Tom. It's a beautiful song. I'm sure you do very well. I learned Never Enough on piano in the space of a couple of hours so I could accompany my friends singing it. Still haven't seen the film, though. It's all right. I mean, my problem with the film... my problem with it is I'm quite a fan of the story of Barnum. I'm not necessarily a fan of the person. He wasn't actually a very nice man, but I think he was a big part of... I'm a big fan of things like vaudeville and showmanship in general and circuses and performances and things like that. I used to be a magician for a living, so I'm a big fan of all that kind of thing. So obviously the history of Barnum really interests me, and the film was absolutely nothing about the history of Barnum, and that was the only real issue with it. What do I do for a living? I now work as a support worker. I work with adults with mental health issues, but I was a magician for quite a long time. What program is this? It is Photoshop? Yes, it is, yeah. Let's have a look. What are you doing? We're building some signs. Okay. Let's have a look. Tom Baker, the Big Planko, lettuce, tomato, chicken and cheese. All right. There we go. We've got one. That can't be the first one, but we'll add it in. Big Planko. Okay. And the Big Planko is going to have that. It's go a little bigger to about that big. That's good. Apply. And then it's going to come into our grey colour. Okay. And then it's going to go next, and it's going to have a tab, and then the font is going to go smaller a little, and in white letters we're going to have what's in it. So it's chicken. So let's put 65% chicken breast, because normally they say 100% chicken breast. So we'll do 65% chicken breast, lettuce, tomato, and cheese. There we go. That's the big planko. So they're what you're working against. Let's see if we've got any more. Lots of jobs, Zebo careers. Yeah, that's pretty much me, mate. The gulpy meal, a kid's meal. That's a good one. Yeah. Oh, okay, we're missing some now. Okay. Double patties, cheese, bacon, mayo, mustard, ketchup, onions, everything basically on it. George, what are we calling it? Give me a name. It sounds amazing. The Mega Chiefy. Love it. Okay, so the Mega Chiefy. Let's just duplicate this layer. There we go. Drop you down. Okay. So the Mega Chiefy. Let me find what it was again. Two chief beef patties, right? We don't really call them patties in the UK, do we? What would we call them? Two chief beef. What do we call a burger patty in the UK? We don't call them patties. Leaf beef as a veggie option. I love it. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. I don't know how it would fly over there, but my favourite burger is called the Desperado. It's typical Western burger, beef, barbecue sauce, onion rings, and cheddar cheese. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, we'd have that over here. Barbecue. That sounds good. Chicken barbecue and cheese is quite common over here. We call it Hunter's chicken. Chicken is shikwa. Now, we're going to have these in English because, you want a bit of English on there. No, not buns. No, the actual meat. What do we just call the meat? In the UK, they call it... In the States, they call it a patty, but I don't really think we use that word, do we? We call burgers burgers. Yeah, we do call them burgers, I guess. But, I mean, just the meat. Is there a word for just the meat? I don't think there is there? All right, hold on then. Let me go back up to this... double patties. There we go. So, 2 chief beef burgers... I'm putting beef in quotes there because it might not be beef. Bacon, cheese, onions, mayo, mustard, and ketchup. Ketchup, mustard, mayo. That sounds ridiculous. I'd eat it though. I'd be all over that. Duplicate the layer. Very good. Drop you down. Let's do... Looks like we can get about 2 more in. So we'll keep 1 for that veggie option. That was great. How does a burger introduce his girlfriend? Meat patty. Nice. That's a good call, Owen. What did you say, Owen? You could do an even bigger one called the Master Chief. Oh, I like it. I like it. We call burgers burgers. Yeah, that's where we got to, though. We just call it burger. Yeah, I think we do, don't we? Okay, the Leaning Tower. Buns replaced with pizza. Okay, cool. I like it. The Leaning Tower. 2 burgers. Buns replaced with pizza. This is ridiculous. There we go. There we go. I like it. And usually be optional though, like you'd put them on yourself. Yeah, but not this sort of place. It wouldn't, because they'd charge you extra for it. Duplicate. I mean, it doesn't really matter. This is the sort of thing that nobody's going to really see properly. I just thought it'd be something fun that we could do together. So this last one then, it was called the leaf beef. And leaf beef, full of it. And then we'll put that in a little V. Oops, didn't want to make it smaller, I wanted to make it a bit bigger. There we go, that'll do. What breed of dog is the most magical? That's a Labrador. Yes, there you go, you've replied down me there. Okay, so this one is going to be, I'm going to call it, not really, I'm going to be quite horrible here, but it's only in jest. Not really a burger. Some nut roast thing or something. Suitable for vegetarians. Oh, we're going to run out of space. Let's have a look. How are we doing for space? Suitable for vegetarians. Let's do that. Suitable for vegetarians and weirdos. Right, there we go. I'm not saying the vegetarians are weirdos. I'm saying that this is suitable for vegetarians and weirdos. Okay. Right. Sorry, I'm enjoying myself too much here, aren't I? I have so much fun with these live streams. Honestly, if I had the facilities, I'd do this. I do these all the time. They're so much more fun than just recording Let's Plays. Sods and sides needs to come down a bit. Okay, so let's come up with some sods and sides. We have a burger called the Meat Tornado. Literally killed a guy once. You had me at Meat Tornado. Parks and Rec, if I'm thinking right. It's making me hungry and I've just eaten. Yeah, I'd be all over them. Suitable for Muppets. No, because vegetarians are great. I wish I could be vegetarian. I can't. I don't think a meal's finished without meat on it, but it's a very noble thing to do. They're not mutually exclusive. No, they're not. I just prefer a lot of meat. Whatever floats your boat, Martin. Right then, we need some sides. So let's think about our sides. Oops. Oh, I hope these are all readable in the game. I'd be really good if they're not. Okay. So yeah, come on then, big Planko. Let's duplicate you. A little Chief's meal for the kids. I do like the idea. We're going to run out of space. To be fair, I think it's. I think maybe another place in the kiddie area we'll do some kids meals. It's a really good idea though. Tomato soup. Tomato soup. I mean, that's fine if that's a thing. Just lots of carbs. Yeah, it's all carbs in it. Okay, so chips, onion rings, what else do you usually have? What about like mozzarella? Mozzarella. Where the hell do you spell mozzarella? Is that right? Mozzarella dippers. They're a thing. Maybe a second time. Yeah, maybe a second time. Let's come up with some better names for these. I love what you're doing here. Heart attack chips. I like it. Heart attack chips. What are in heart attack chips? Chips and everything else on the menu. Hold on. Chips covered with everything else on the menu. Okay, that's a good one. Rudy's Camel Crisps. I like it. Rudy's Camel Crisps. Let's put, how do you do a symbol? Let's put a TM on Rudy's. Let's put a TM on those. They could be like a brand that's come in. Insert, is it? Oh, we can just copy and paste one, can't we, from the internet? That's what I always do. I can never remember how to do funny shapes. So we always just copy and paste them. Find one. There we go. TM symbol. That's what I want. Copy. Back to Photoshop. Paste. There we go. Okay, cool. Rudy's Camel Crisps. You've got a Dropbox with all these images for billboards that we could use them in our own parks. They will be soon. I did put them online, but it was like a week-long thing that died. I'll find a free place to stick them, and I'll put it in the description. Maybe they give Chief Beef hats away for every meal for the kids. That's a good idea. Rudy's Camel Crisps. So what are in Rudy's Camel Crisps? Okay, so Rudy's Camel Crisps, extra detailed with copious copious toppings, limited FPS because of how much stuff he puts into everything. I'd like to make that a strike through. Can we do that on here? Strike through. Oh, it hasn't done it very well, has it? We can draw a line on it, I suppose, though. Limited FPS edition. There we go. Okay, cool. And one more. Okay, I'll tell you what. I know it's a burger shop, but if they were hot dogs, Silves, weenies, yeah, but that's they use that in Bro Coaster. We could do a cross thing with it, couldn't we, and get it as well. RCD Gaming, hi Geekism, how's it going? The Lady Dippers. I don't know if it sounds a little phallic, but we'll go for it. The Lady Dippers. So these should be sweet things, shouldn't they? Because she's very sweet. So how about churros? They're a bit American, aren't they? We get them over here, but not much. What can we have? Donuts. Donut holes served with chocolate sauce and do you know what? I'm gonna put this because I think this is quite a British thing. I don't know, how would you write it? No, you'd spell the word out, wouldn't you? There we go. We'll put that because that's quite a British thing. We've got to remember we're in a British park here. The lady should have a TM as well. You are right. The Lady TM at Dippers. Actually, no, it should be, the whole thing is the Lady Dippers. Like, you can go and buy these in a shop if you want. The Lady Dippers. There we go. I feel like this first one should be a nod then as well, so we make them all nod. Am I allowed to make jokes about dipping to lady, or should I drop it? You'd probably drop that one, yeah. Can we spell donut the British way? Of course we can. I forget. My problem is I'm so sort of desensitized to the States now that I don't do it enough. There we go. What do Americans call hundreds and thousands? I don't know. Sprinkles, I think. Yeah, donut holes isn't great, is it? Let's get rid of those and say that they're mini donuts instead. Mini donuts served with chocolate sauce and hundreds and thousands. Yeah, I think they call them sprinkles. Rudy Fruities. Oh, we've done Rudy Camel Crisps though. So come on, we've got Rudy, we've got the lady. Who should we do? Should we do Sylve? No, I know. Let's do donut holes. Wouldn't that just be nothing? No, they're like lumps of donut. It's as if the hole has been popped out. Oh, and we British Park. Oh yeah, no, I totally agree. And about cheesy humour chips. What are you trying to say, Jake? What about Let's do Bro Coaster. What do they? It's fudge, isn't it? Fudge is the thing. Sparrow sticks, ruble trillions of onion rings. Oh, we should have hundreds and thousands. It's like trillions, ruble trillions. Can we tie that thing in? Still pushing for ruble trillion onion. Ruble. There you go. Okay, sorry, bros, you're out. Ruble. Trillion rings. That's fantastic. Well done, Elsewhere. That's ace. Ruble trillion rings. Okay. Oh, we spelled it wrong. Ruble. We spelled it wrong. It's a made-up word. Ruble trillion rings. There we go. These are all TMs. A stack of onion rings served with what sort of dip is it? What about honey mustard? Honey mustard, does that go with onion rings? Honey mustard dip. I'll ask Ruble what his favourite dip is. Should I see if he's online now? Hold on. Let me just pop Discord open. And we'll see. He may well be online. He may not be. He doesn't look like he is. Let me just PM him and see. Where are you, Ruble? There. Random question. Do you have a favourite dip for chips, etc.? Okay, cool. We'll see if I oh my god, I've just seen the picture of that burger that uses pizzas. That is absolutely ridiculous. Thanks for sending me that on Discord. If you're not already, join the Discord. We have real good fun there. Here's the slogan: giving people diabetes since 1920. I like it. Let's just leave Discord open in case he replies. May need to have a first aid next to this. Yep, I think that's probably a good shout. Okay, so while we're waiting on that looks pretty good. I like the look of that. Not prices. I'm not too fussed about prices, to be honest with you. Of the leaf beef description. Yeah. Right. Okay. So, ruble trillion onion rings is fantastic. That's made my day. We're gonna do. Oops. No, we're not doing that. We're gonna do that. I'm going to go to there. Yep. And we're going to colour it red. Shortly pass you right down to there-ish. Actually, we need a bit of a darker. Oh, no. I didn't want to do that, sorry. One single colour, but like a deep red. More than that. Better. Okay. Put it below all the chat. Okay. Just to make it pop a little. Do you have a favourite dip for onion rings? Everyone, can you do a vote if My Planet Coaster Park should release in 2019, 2020 or 2021? Oh man, Garlicism bread is good. We're going to squeeze Garlicism bread onto there. I like it. I'm giving myself a reference. Garlicism bread. There we go. There's the description for that. There we go. Okay, let's see if Rubel's got back to me. No, he hasn't. Yeah, he probably won't. If he does, I'll add it in. All right. I know it's a bit random, but if he does, I'll add it in. Not Geekism jellies. Oh, it's not Geekism. It's Geekism. Okay, let's drop you there. We're going to have to move all the drink. Oh, we need to start organising this all a bit better. We'll move the drinks down. And then we'll move pretty much all of that apart from you up. Oh, no. What else do we not need? That one. And everything else up? Yeah, there we go. Okay. That rectangle needs to be duplicated. Brought down to over those. Yeah, with insert dip. Yeah, definitely. Okay. There we go. All right, I'm kind of happy with that. It's took us an hour and 20 minutes. But oh, bro, toaster. I'll stop coming up with really good ones because we've got no room left. We've got a mini cheese meal for the kids is a great idea, but there's just no room left on the thingy. So for the side of dank memes, memes are only ever dank here. Okay, I want to move you up to above these rectangles. But then I think I need to move the rectangles down so as you're underneath that. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Frontier should make a bread shop and call it Planet Toaster. Yeah, toasty shop with Planet Toaster, that'd be good. I don't like the fact that runs over, so let's just get rid of chocolate and just put sauce. Because they can pick the sauce then. Plenty of other food outlets at the park to implement more of these. Oh yeah, definitely. We'll definitely add. This has been fun. We'll definitely add these. So I'm gonna save it as an editable one in case we come back. Because at the moment we still got honey mustard dip. So save as videos, Geekism, Planet Coaster, Pinewood Hills. Resources, billboards, editable. Look at me, I'm so organised, right? Pinewood Hills. This is Chief. Oh, I can never spell Chief right. Chief Beef Pit Stop Menu. Okay. Edit. All right, so we'll save it like that, and then we're gonna flatten the whole thing. Oh, no. Everything needs to be flattened. No. There we go. Okay, and then we go to adjustments with brightness and contrast. We've got the brightness right down, the contrast right up. Okay, and then we chunk some levels at it a little. There we go. Nicola's home from... where'd you go? Netball. How'd you get on?
Okay.
Good. Yeah, he's been quite wriggly, but hasn't woke up or anything. One billboard a week. Yeah, who was it who was kicking off about the fact that all we built last week was a little telescope? Yeah. To be fair, the others aren't as detailed as this, to be honest with you. I like the idea of a breakfast menu, silver eggs. Oh, that's good. I like it. We've built a menu for the restaurant, and we've called all the side dishes after people who play the game. So Garlichism bread, Ruble Trillionion rings, Rudy's camel crisps, and the Lady Dippers.
Who's got with them?
The chat. And they came up with the name of the burgers as well. So we've got the Big Planko, the Mega Chiefy, the Leaning Tower, which is a double burger with the buns replaced with pizza, and the Leaf Beef, which is the vegetarian option. Not really a burger, some nut roast thing or something suitable for vegetarians and weirdos. How good's that? So we'll save that and throw it into the game. Pictures. No, hold on. Let me remind where these go. Desktop. Say again?
Mika's gracing you with her presence.
Oh, well, no, she's been sat here all night. She's not been on camera, but Mika's been with us. Mario was just trying to wind her up. What are you doing, Oz? Oops. I'm trying to put the camera on you because people love to look at you. There you go. To make everything to one layer, you can just select all the layers and press Control and E. Oh, thank you. Silver eggs on bro toaster. Yeah, I love that. Remind me all these when we do more of these. We'll do another one there. We've got 40 minutes left, but the other ones I want to do are some of the Pinewood through the hills. Pinewood through the years. So run through developments, planning coaster, user media, JPEG. So this is Pinewood Hills, Chief Beef menu. I mean, there may well end up being more than one chief beefs in the game, but for now, everyone's saying hello. Isn't weirdos spelled weirdos? If we spelled weirdos wrong, we spelled weirdos wrong. Oh, now we've... Oh. Then we've got to go all the way back to there. Okay, good. You have to make it dark as well, because I can't find the right save setting. I'm trying to remember. You have to save it a special way for it to look good in the game. SP Ridley did tell me what it was, and I can't remember what it was now. Is this going into a food course? It is, David. You know what? We're actually going to jump in the game and throw it in, because I need to have a little look. What, Control E? Ah, look at that. We need to have a look at where we need some Pinewood through the years ones as well. Oh, there it is. Brightness, contrast, quite high up. At the bottom of the levels out a little. I don't know why everything keeps going over here. Are you a fan of Fallout 4? My all-time favourite game. Imagine it'd be something you're interested in. Yeah, I put hours and hours and hours into Fallout 4, especially the base building. Really loved it.
Oh, I jump in the shower.
Okay.
Can we stay the baby?
You can do. Like I say, he's been flat out. Documents, Frontier, Panic Coaster, User Media. Did we actually change the spelling of weirdos after all that? Yeah, we did. Save. Pinewood Through the Hills sounds like a horror film. Yeah. James Moses. Yeah, there you go. It's me kicking off. I know you mean. I know it's just joshing, isn't we, James? Just joshing, lad. There we go. Go back to there, and I think that's where we should save it. We don't need you. Nope. We don't need you. Nope. Nope. Okay. Right. Let's jump in the game. This will take a little while, I'm afraid, because yeah, Pinewood Hills takes a fair old whack of time to load up. So you have to bear with me a moment. Get the game going, then I might go and grab a drink, actually. Fallout 4 Platinum Trophy. Nerd. I have an interview in 2 days with Worlds of Fun Security. Oh, best of luck with that. I've heard good things about Worlds of Fun. Not going to put prices on? No. No, I won't. Favourite film of all time? Shawshank Redemption or Amelie. I can never really pick between the two. That's a nice menu. Thank you. We'll get in the game and we'll have a look what it looks like. Probably awful. Play. Haven't actually been in Pinewood this week, so you're not going to see any secrets, I'm afraid. Cat statue just moved again. John T needs to get sorted. Oh, he's run away. See, I tell you, he runs away as soon as his mum gets in. He's off. Right, while this loads, I'm going to go and grab a drink. Ah, yep, still going. Takes a good while now, unfortunately. I normally, like I say, get set loaded and go get a drink. Never came back, and now Pinewood is run by a cat. Ah, here we go. Look at that. Once it's open, it's pretty pretty decent. Like, you know, it runs pretty well. What's going on with me? Hey, hello. There we go. So we're having an overview of Pinewood Hills before we get started. Let's set the light into a nice bright time. There we go. Much better. I think I've got my camera settings down. Let me just knock them back up. There we go. So we're doing thingies. And we're still at medium. We'll leave it at medium, actually, for now, because we're going to be moving around. Welcome back. Thank you. Amelie, maybe a film parody trailer billboard using Princess Amelie. Yeah, that could work. We've got an Amelie already. Where is she? Over here. One of these is Amelie. There we go. Princess by Amelie. Is that one. And then we've got Get Ready, Get Set, Spice. Now contains 50% chicken. Wow, 50%. Malova. No, Malova. Sorry for being a little late. The Lady Camel Rate, you're very welcome here. Even though your name somehow hasn't got me in it. We've been doing a billboard. We've literally spent an hour and a half doing it. And Sparrow Wharf is looking nice. There we go. We're coming to Sparrow Wharf. And this billboard, you can't even see it. Basically, if you're up here, you can't even see it. But this billboard is going to go, hopefully going to go here and look pretty good. Edit building. So let's chuck this billboard in. And what do we call it? There's so many now that I need to have a little bit of a tidy up of this folder, to be honest, because there's most definitely ones in there that we do not use. Okay. Oh, alright, it's turned out pretty good. It's a little washed out, but then just these things are, you know. But it's readable. It's quite readable. There we go. Oh, I'm very happy with that. I think it's turned out really quite nice. It might sound really strange, but do you mean Amelie the horror film where the babysitter kills the children's pets and stuff? No. Amelie is a French movie about a girl who spends a lot of her time looking after other people and helping other people, and then finally realises that she needs to help herself. It's very pretty. It's a beautiful movie. If it's only 50% chicken, what's the other 50%? I think it actually says on it. I'm sure we put something there. Let's have a look. I'm sure I put down the bottom. Let's have a look. Oh, no, I didn't. I could have sworn it said something like, now contains 50% chicken. The other 50% is fun. And then it was like, fun is 95% awful. I've sworn I put that on it. Did we do it on one over here instead? I don't think I remember doing one over here. We need to do it. No, that's weird. I can't remember where I did it. I'm sure I put something like that. Fun is 50% fun. Fun is 95% awful. I can't remember. It was meant to be the idea that it's all gross stuff. So here we go. Now the Chief Beef shop needs all those burgers for sale. Oh, we can actually set them up to do it, can't we? I didn't even know how to do that. Let's have a look. Items for sale. Can we add stuff? Extras. We can change the names of them, I guess. So we'll just have the big planko. It'd be planko, really, shouldn't it? Oops. And we better have the veggie one available, haven't we? So let's call that the leaf beef. Extras. So the big planko has lettuce, tomatoes, and cheese. Is that right? Yeah. And then the leaf beef just has lettuce and tomatoes. There we go. Oops, no, you can say that one. There we go. Chief beef pit stop. I never bother naming these sort of things, you know. There we go. Chance likes Monty Python. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of Python. You need to put graphics on all the billboards in the guest services area. Oh, God, that was ages ago. I think you're right, though. Let's have a look. Whee, through the toilets. Whee, down here, isn't it? Yeah. We've got ticket prices. We just needed one for the board there. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. The other thing I wanted to do, the other place we need them, there's loads we need, to be honest with you. We need a proper one there, but I probably won't do that until we're nearly finished, because at the moment we've just got some lorem ipsum. We need something there. We need... Where else have we got billboards missing? We've got the one on the Pinewood Chills. Kurna Ubala. Oh, yeah, look, we've used Ubala there, look. Menu. And then we've got obviously the Pinewood Through the Years ones. Which we need a couple of. Wrong spelling of weirdos. No, we corrected it, didn't we? It is weird, yeah. Oh, I thought so. Just came back. What did I miss? Not much. We just put that one in place. So here we go. We need some more of these. Pinewood Through the Years. This is Little Thunder, added in 1951. So we need one of those for the pier. To kind of go like here. I was thinking it would fit nicely, so you can look at the pier. And then we could probably do with one for the... Maybe not for the Dodgems, because it's not really that... But definitely one for the cinema, which can go here. Kind of got the spaces ready for them, look. Probably one for lake tours, which can go here. And that's probably about it, really. So we need like 3. Maybe not necessarily do one for lake tours, but just do one for the Googie area itself. I think maybe that could be something we do. Yeah. You need to teach me how to build in this game. Oh, just keep playing. Maybe the Tiki Chiki needs a menu too. Yes, I think it does. Yeah. Landslide and Spamalot, the musical in May. Oh, cool. Template where we can send in our own designs. Well, just make one. 1280 by 720. Just send stuff. Should put waypoints on the board so people look at it and go to the shops. See, I tried that, but they don't really use them. Evening blinds. Truth. Need a caution sign at the top of the coaster lift hill. What, just like a sit down type sign or what? Right. Advert for Oreo cat food. Yeah, I do like that as an idea. The only thing I really want to do tonight, though, is get a few more of these Through the Years sorted. We could do maybe one for Flying Swings as well. We haven't got one. Somewhere along this little stretch. That would be good. So we've actually got quite a few to do. So let's put them into place. Let's use the one over here. Whee! Is it its own lovely little building? 169 pieces. That makes me think that I'm selecting something else as well. Yeah, I am over there. Marvellous. Okay, so let's edit you then. Select all of you. Duplicate. Pull you out of the way. And then split selection from building. And then we'll add... Okay, and then we can add it to a new little building. Then we've got it to copy then, you see. Can I see the scale of the park? Yeah, give me 1 second. We'll have a little overlook while we're in here. People quite seem to enjoy that. And we haven't done it for a while. So... let's just try and line these up a little, just in case it messes with the X a little. There we go. Done. Nope. And then we can select all of you and stick these together. Okay, there we go. Did you create the park map? Yeah, it's not very good though. It needs more work. It's a placeholder. I make a lot of references. It's hard to keep track. I'm a very funny bloke, so it happens a lot. I do. Do you know what? My whole life is just references. That's all I do is reference things. It's ridiculous. And the wife never knows what I'm on about. Think you might need some fences yet? Oh yeah, none of this area is finished here at all. Yeah, it's all a work in progress. The whole park is a work in progress, to be honest. There we go. So we'll get one of you here. An angle, I guess. Don't know actually. I think it would make sense to be at a bit of an angle, but then I think actually it probably would have been built relatively flat. You know, quite boring and sort of stick it out of the way almost, you know. Okay, how high up does it go? Okay. As we've got them all roughly the same. It's going to be a while before those holidays. Yeah, I mean, we did Halloween. We decorated what we had for Halloween. I considered Christmas, but I felt like it was a lot of work, and I wanted to have a go at the Christmas market idea instead. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put you there. Okay, so the light is on the stand. Good, and then we'll get rid of that light because that wouldn't make sense to have that there. But they would have used the same electrics to get to that one, so it all kind of makes sense. So we've got one there. Then we'll duplicate you. There we go. And we want one. Definitely want one for the cinema. Hi, Johnsy. What are you building tonight? We've been just doing some billboard work tonight, actually. We haven't actually built in the game, apart from placing these down. We've just done some billboard work, much needed billboard work. We had a lot of fun in Photoshop playing around with names of food and stuff. Okay, so let's stick you down here. Oops. Okay, drag you in, and what we'll probably do is change the light in here a little. Rather than have the post, we'll stick the lights into the fence itself. Finally have Geekism on the TV, living the dream. Wow, I'm on TV. Hi, Mom. Not that my mom's with you. Sorry, that sounded weird. Okay, so let's get into here. Get rid of you and drop you down so that you're on the fence, like so. Probably do a couple of you. Would make sense, wouldn't it? Okay, there's one there for the theatre. Papa Molova is here. He doesn't understand how we enjoy streaming. His name is Kev. Please feel free to freak him out. Hello, Kev. I hope you're well, pal. It's a weird old thing, isn't it, this internet streaming malarkey? It's the future, though, I'm told. It's the future. That's what you think, yeah. You can refer to me as father. Oh, well, I never knew him, so you might not be wrong. Let's drop that in there. Okay, so I mean, I guess there's the point. It covers up our nice little design we did. I suppose actually no, we won't. We'll put it here, and we'll have it overlooking the lake. And what do you know? What? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll have it there, and we'll have it about the lake as opposed to the Googie area. We'll have one about Pinewood Lake. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's do that. So we've got Pinewood Lake, we've got the cinema, and we've got the pier. And we've got the... Should we do the chair swings as well? Don't know if I can think of anything fun to say about chair things. Water park update would be amazing. I can't see them doing an update. I think it'll probably be like a full expansion if they ever do it, or maybe even like a new game. I don't know. Yeah, so When are you going to stop at British time? In 15 minutes. Well, it's in every time, actually. I'm going to stop in 15 minutes. But yeah, we stream until 10 p.m. UK time. Guess too many chats going on. Sorry, did I miss your thing you were saying? Do you plan to re-add Pinewood to the workshop with all the new updates once you've done it? Yes, we're going to sort of cap off each area and then upload it. So once this sort of each area is based on a decade. So once this 60s area is done, which is here, which isn't really far away. The only thing I want to finish is the lake itself. We won't actually build on the other side of the lake, but kind of, lay the lake out properly. At the moment, it's just a placeholder lake. There's also going to be something here, which is the video I'm working on this week. And yeah, that's it. So we've got one for the pier. We have one for... I don't know whether the lake or the wharf should have it. I guess it's probably the wharf, isn't it, really? And then one for the theatre. I'm just not sure. Really not sure. Maybe... Yeah, we'll think, because there might be a place for one over here for the wharf. 1.8 update and called it water update, build a water park. Yeah, like I said. I don't think it'd be a little update like that. I think it would be a full expansion that you have to buy. Or like I say, maybe even a second game. What happened to Gulpy Land? Oh, we haven't got there yet. That's going over here, probably. There's going to be one thing here that I'm building this week that I'm really looking forward to building. It's going to be sort of themed 60s, and it's also going to tie in with the pit stop. What about a billboard about the bridge over the roller coaster? I don't know whether it deserves a whole billboard. I guess we could put one there that becomes the Googie board, like, the one where we talk about the Googie architecture. My biggest issue with it is I think it's going to be a bit big to fit here and look acceptable. Like, that sticks out a hell of a lot, doesn't it? That's my only worry. My original, when I very first thought the idea that I wanted to do these billboards, and I already had it in my head that this was going to be a coaster with a path over it. This is exactly where I thought the first one would be. But coming to it now, yeah, I think Guy Chicago needs this game. You have this game, surely. You're in this game. Yeah, maybe that could work. It does stick out a little. Yeah, it sticks out a bit too much. Maybe we could do something where it goes like there, and we have a frame built on it. Love the stream. I need to go. I love the stream most. About my name, of course, Billboard Boy. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. The movie theatre, use the track ride. Any plans to make that a real ride? No, not at all. It's purely there to get people into it. We will be doing a dark ride in the future, but no, not for that. Are there any photo op areas in mind, like a picture with a mascot or the billboards with the faces cut out? I have thought about doing billboards with faces cut out. I can't really figure out a way to do them properly. We do have a little photo spot here. Fun nights at Pinewood Hills. Great time. So maybe a few more of those around the place, I think. Having all fences around the coast. Oh, the bridge isn't finished. It's just that everything here is a work in progress. The bridge isn't finished. This edge bit here isn't finished. The backstage isn't finished. This area here isn't finished. This whole area here isn't finished. The pier is not quite finished. It's nearly finished. All of this, yeah, it's all a work in progress. We've still got lots and lots to do. Maybe move it to the left a little so it doesn't block the view. Yeah, I think it's just a little big. I love the idea of it, but I just think it's a little too big. I'll have a think. I'll have a little think of what we can do. Here's one thing I don't like. I've just noticed. I'll fix that. Just there where it lies over that one and not the other side. It should do, so it's a bit more equal. There we go. Don't overdo the billboards. Everything doesn't need one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of what would have one. What's like old, like classic enough and more important enough to have one. So I think the cinema, the pier, and then this one here I think is probably just going to be a general one about the area and the lake and things like that. Okay, so that's probably what we're going to do there. That needs moving. So it's out of the way. Done. Lovely. Have you been to Efteling? No, going in September. All right, let's let's save all this then, and we'll come and do them. So we've got general Googie area, cinema, pier. Okay. Let's see if we can get one of those done at least. We've got 10 minutes. Maybe a smaller version of the sign for the bridge. It doesn't like the line of sight. I did think about that. The problem is the reason I've used the ones I have is because they're the smallest you can do without them being lit up, and I really don't like the fact they light up. I know we've had to use them a few places, but that was the idea, is that they don't light up, because they wouldn't. They'd just be printed signs. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do there. We'll have a little play, because I would like one there. Although we have got one around about the Thunder on the other side of the park. So we'll have a think. Let's open up the pier first of all. We'll do that one. Okay. First things first. Let's open up a new window to use. Okay. See if you can find any images of a Ferris wheel being built. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah, we can definitely use one of these. I think that one's probably the best one, although it's not really the size we're looking for. We do a meet-up in the afternoon. I won't, unfortunately. I'm going with work. I'm taking one of the young lads I work with, so I'm going to be there in a professional capacity, unfortunately. So I won't be able to do a meet-up. We are looking at doing a meet-up at Alton Towers this year, though. I'll do a video about it when the time comes. If I want to get in for free, it's it's not me and the wife. Like I say, I'm going with work. It's all been sorted already. Thank you though. That's very generous. I might take you up on that offer another time if I do go with the wife at some point. Okay, so I'm going to grab that. Copy image. Good. Right, let's get Photoshop back open. Did Ruble get back to me? No, he didn't. Tut tut. He'll have to stick with honey mustard. Right, open. Let's see if I can find where this is. I've got it as an editable one. Somewhere. Oh, let me close that so I'm not missing chat. Right, Geekism, Planet Coaster, Pinewood Hills, Resources, Billboards, editable. Logo. Through the years, edit. Boom. Okay, cool. Tell me if it happens. Yeah, hopefully. It should be good. Okay, so let's just do that first of all and get it down to the right size. Oh, I don't think this is going to look great. We'll try it though. Okay. Again, I kind of bodge these a little because it's not really anything that needs a lot of work. And then what we do is throw it up like that, you see. Up even higher until it's high as it needs to go. There we go. And then we'll just trim the excess off there. There we go. And that's okay. That looks fine. Loving your work. Thank you, Jordan. Sorry not to be in here in ages. I've been catching up. Just been busy with show rehearsals. No problem. I hope it's going well. I'll never get time off work. I've been trying to get a pint with Johnson for probably 18 months now. We'll sort it before I move away, I'm sure. Has Johnson done anything yet? Just joined. No, not really. If I come over, I shall strong arm you for a meet-up at a UK park with or without spouses. What's your favourite defunct coaster? Oh, that's good. I really like Julian Dragons at Universal, I guess. They're no longer going, if that's what you mean. Okay, hold on. Let's just shuffle that a little. That's not even moving. Good. That's why. Sitting here pressing WASD. Okay, cool. Right, so Ryan, it's almost over. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so this is going to be called. It's called Pinewood Pier. We kind of have to make the little Pinewood Pier work. Pinewood Pier. So what we'll do is we'll drop you down to there. That's good. And then Pinewood and Pier can both move over a little. And year-wise, now this is going to be a bit of a weird one because it's not really part of the Googie area, but it wouldn't have come with the original. So I want to add it a little bit later and say maybe something like 1956. Okay. So we'll say 1956, which means we need to change this one in the background that nobody ever even notices. That says 1951 to 1956. There we go. And we'll just have to also shrink it down just a little. So it looks right. Okay. I wrote Julian Dragons 3 days before it closed, and I wrote both. Ah, so it wasn't Julian Dragons before it closed. It was Dragon Challenge before it closed. And Google, there was a front and side view like blueprints, which would be neat. Oh, for the other one, yeah, okay. Oops. Let's have a look. Front and side view like blueprints. I like that sort of thing. That's cool, isn't it? Pinewood through the years. I hate Simply Red. That's good. What about that one? That's part of the 86 best Ferris wheel images on Pinterest. What a list. It's countdown. What am I like? I need to go to bed again. I've been up for too long today. It's not good. Let's drag all this all the way up then. We'll do the same as we've done before. This is such a mess, this shot. People who use Photoshop a lot will be crying at the amount of mess on the screen. I know it. I like that one. We can do a couple of like old school. Oh god. Oops. Give me a second of being quiet. I'm sorry. Just need to try and do this right. Or as right as I can anyway, without spending the time to do it properly. Okay, that'll do. Good stuff. All right. Okay. I don't think anyone likes Simply Red. No, not even Simply Red likes it. What's number one on the 86 best? Well, it's got to be this one. Look at it. I mean, it's stunning. Think about creating a 1-on-1 scale of Disney's Magic Kingdom. Any suggestions or pointers? Yeah, don't do it. I mean, no, go for it. There's a lot of people who've already had a go on the place. It's pretty impressive. It's not something I would tackle, but I'm sure you'll do a fine job. Right, Pinewood Pier. Pinewood Pier was not bold from now on, so why are we there? Just regular, please. Was Pinewood Hills' first major addition after the park opened in, oh Christ, when did Pinewood Hills open? Welcome to the 86 best Ferris wheel images on Pinterest. In at number 86, it's a Ferris wheel. Yep. And in at number 85, when did Pinewood Hill? When did I say Pinewood Hills opened originally? Ugh. I say what I need to do. Number 53 will shock you. Yeah, number 53 will shock you. It's Dodgems. Billboards. Have we got a billboard we can look at? Frontier, Planet Coaster, user media. Okay, let's find the Pinewood Hills Little Thunderer, Venetian Carousel. That'll be on there, won't it? 1928. No, that's not right. Opening of Pinewood, 1949. There we go. In 19... Look, you're guessing numbers. No, I already have a number. That's the bit I'm trying to think of. After the park opened in 1949, it was designed to hark back to the classic Victorian seaside piers that adorn the British coastline. Ever been to the Black Country Living Museum? Yeah, a couple of times when I was a kid. I lived quite near it. When did you start? No, not when I started. When the lore of the place is meant to have started. I love that there's a story behind Pinewood and dates to refer to. It's great until you forget them and you have to go searching for them. That wouldn't be capitalised, would it? But that would. Classic Victorian seaside piers that adorn the British coastline. We need a name of a designer. So let's have the name of a designer, please. You can make it up. I mean, we need the name of an old British designer. It's designed by. Find the lighthouse R at the top of the Pinewood Pier looks like an N too much. Yeah, it does a little, doesn't it? Pinewood Peen. Pinewood Peen. Yeah, we're going to have to just deal with it. It's fine. You can say Pinewood Peen. I find the lowercase r. Oh, you read that. Number 10, a really big cartwheel that I'm mistook for a Ferris wheel. Piers should be lowercase. Yeah, we've done that. I'm sorry, you're catching up with me, aren't you? Yeah, name for a silly name for a designer. Fergus Wheelson, I like it. Joseph Herman, I like it as well. Okay, so designed by Fergus Joseph. Oh god, they're all coming in now. Isambard Brunel. No, not a real one. Edward Coltsat. Are they all? That sounds real as well, is it? I like the first two, Joseph Herman and Fergus Wilson. So let's call him Fergus Joseph Herman Wilson. Fergus J. Herman Wilson. There we go. Fergus J. Herman Wilson. It was by, let's call him a local architect. Fergus J. Hermes Wilson, to hark back to the classic Victorian seaside piers that adorn the British coastline. The Ferris wheel, when originally built, was the largest in the country It still uses the original steel mechanism to this day. Come on, let's think of other things we can say. Fergus J. Herman Wilson III. Yeah, he dedicated after my philosophy teacher. Was that his name? Yeah. Local, yeah, not architect, engineer. That's good. Local engineer Fergus J. Herman Wilson, to hark back to the classic Victorians Victorian seaside piers that adorn the British coastline. The Ferris wheel, when originally built, was the largest largest in the country. It still uses the original steel mechanism. It still uses its original steel mechanism to this day. The Pinewood Hills sign was added in the 60s to coincide with the no, I don't want to use the word Americana or Googie or anything like that here. The 60s to coincide with the park's expansion. Okay, cool. Let's just get a few words moved around. I know I should use a box for this sort of thing, but I don't. So what are you going to do about it? There we go. That looks better. Pinewood Pier was Pinewood Hill's first major addition after the park opened in 1949. It was designed by local engineer Fergus J. Herman Wilson to hark back to the classic Victorian seaside piers that adorn the British coastline. The Ferris wheel, when originally built, was the largest in the country. It still uses its original steel mechanism to this day. The Pinewood Hill sign was added in the 60s to coincide with the park's expansion. Original mechanism, so for your own risk you can ride the ride. I'm not going to put that. there would be something in tiny letters somewhere saying, but yeah, don't write this, it's a death trap. Picture captions, yeah, we're going on to them now. How often do you do a live show? Every Tuesday, George, every Tuesday evening. The pier was designed by John T. Sparrow and the original layout is still present to this day. It's not by me, it's by Fergus J. Herman Wilson. Of course. Here we go. Okay, so above. The wheel starts taking shape. It took 12 engineers over 18, oh no, I don't know, how long would it have taken? 9 months to construct. Let's do this properly. There we go. To construct and erect. It still uses its original steel mechanism. Is that? Oh, yeah. So it's not. It's possessive, isn't it? Sorry. Thank you all. Thank you all. Just checking you're all paying attention. Okay, so this one. So that photo would have been taken. Sorry, in 1956. Okay, so above, also 1956, would have been the original. Oops, this is all bold. Where's this steel come from? Sheffield, I guess, isn't it? The original mechanism still used to this day. The steel was sourced Herman Wilson insisted on sourcing Sheffield steel. Yeah, he's been up for a long time, double shifts. Yeah, tell me about it. Am I late? Yeah, we finished 10 minutes ago. We should have done. Harag. Oh, there you go. You've got a reference there, Harag, for a bit of Sheffield knowledge. Erect on the Pinewood Peen. Oh, suit you, sir. This wheel can be found on the famous 86 Best Ferris Wheel Pictures Pinterest list at number 18. That's ace. Uses 7 different places in the world. Oh, it features in 7 different places in the 86 Best Ferris Wheel images on Pinterest. Very good, guys. I'm enjoying it. What a mature audience we have, I know. Tell me about it. Creative gaming for grown-ups, the channel says. Since it's so huge... What? Say that Pinewood wanted to make a name for itself. Yeah, well, it did. It does. I don't know if we could word that properly, though. Maybe you could hide little pics of you around the park using the billboards and make it like a scavenger hunt kind of thing, like the hidden Mickeys. Just every now and again, just like that version of me. Like, hold on. Just like on the billboard, like that. Yeah, no, we won't be doing that. Okay, that's right. We're all done. Let's get this saved. Pinewood Pier, 1956. Pinewood through the years. Let me just read it again. Pinewood Pier was Pinewood Hill's first major addition after the park opened in 1949. It was designed by local engineer Fergus J. Herman Wilson to hark back to the classic Victorian seaside piers that adorn the British coastline. The Ferris wheel, when originally built, was the largest in the country. It still uses its original steel mechanism to this day. The Pinewood Hill sign was added in the 60s to coincide with the park's expansion. Above, the wheel starts taking shape. It took 12 engineers over 9 months to construct and erect. The original mechanism still used to this day. Herman Wilson insisted on sourcing Sheffield steel. Okay, good. Happy with that. Looks good. Sounds good. Let's flop. Let's chuckle them together. Adjustments, brightness and contrast. We need to get it right. I mean, this needs to be really down there. Like that. Else it just looks awful. File. Save as. JPEG. Drop it in company files. Oh no, not company files, sorry. Frontier. User media. Okay, so let's go to there and put it in. Pinewood. Oops, Pinewood. Pinewood. Pier. Save. Adventure theme area with a suspended coaster that goes over the lake for the 80s. Oh, yeah, we've got loads of it. 80s, we really opened up by then. We can pretty much build whatever we like by the 80s. Apart from a few of the newer coasters and newer flats, obviously. Anyone else watching the Starman live stream at the same time? I'm not. My chest hurts from laughing. Good, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. That's why it took 9 months, exactly. Jonesy, can you upload the German Christmas market community build to the workshop, please? I think I did, didn't I? I will do, though, if I haven't. Right, hold on. Let's save that as a noticeable. Are we going to go chuck that in? I know it takes like 5 minutes for the part to load, but should we go and chuck that in? Oh, did you get back to us? I've got 5 messages now. Is that from Rubel? Yeah. Salsa or queso? I'm not big on other dip options. Oh shit, you're streaming. Yeah, I know I am. That's why I needed to know. Right, in that case, we can go back and add the dip. So let's do that as well before we put them. We'll go and change them. We'll put them both in. Okay. Oh, thanks for... that's a host, is it, I guess? Thank you, Kukachu. Right, let's open recent. Pick that menu, edit. There we go. Who is your favourite stand-up comedian? Oh God, I don't know really. It changes. It's whoever I saw last usually. I don't really like them once they get big. Because they usually have to get other people writing for them and stuff then. So served with salsa and queso. No, we'll allow it, but I don't think we'd get queso in there in the UK. I assume it's like a Mexican cheese. Yeah, salsa and queso. There we go. Right, let's come out of that. Let's quickly save it all. Drop all the images down. I'll find out off SP Ridley how to do this properly, because there is a way of doing it so as that the colours come out a little better. Right, documents, company files. No, I keep going to company files. JPEG. Right, where are you? There. Why are we at 2? Chief beef menu. It's that one, isn't it? Yes. Typo for photo caption. Ugh, was there? No. Where? The wheel? Well, that shouldn't really be a capital W, I suppose, if you're being pedantic. Starts taking shape. It took 12 engineers over 9 months to construct and erect. The original mechanism still... yeah, there we go. Used to this day. Herman Wilson insisted on sourcing Sheffield steel circa 1950. 56. Okay, cool. Well, we'll resave that then. Might as well get it done right. Hey. Control E. Image adjustments. Price and contrast. Running over time now, folks. If anyone wants to help bump that little number up there to help me afford to keep streaming, you know what to do. Okay, we'll save you. Save as, and then we'll go and drop these two in, and then we'll have to call it a day. Because I've got to try and do another video tonight if I can. Where have you gone? Pinewood Pier. Save. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh no. Didn't want to do that. There, that's where we want to save it. Okay, good. Right, close these all down. Let's just tidy all this up a little bit. Let's shut Discord. That one there. You can shut the music. Finished ages ago. Completely forgot about it. And okay, so play. Right, there we go. Where's the link to donate? Oh, it's just down in the description, Jordan. It should be the first stream there. Should have been Workington Steel. I don't know. I don't really know what Sheffield Steel is. I've just heard the phrase Sheffield Steel being a thing. So I thought that would fit. I'm trying to just like squeeze in any British references I can. I'm like the most unpatriotic person. I shouldn't really be claiming to do a British park because I don't know any. Pinewood Thrills. We did call our ice cream van Pinewood Chills. I'm a graphic designer, so I love watching you make these. Oh, I bet you get really annoyed at all the horrible ways stuff laid out because I never neaten up my layers or anything. I used to work as a graphic designer at a print shop, doing menus and posters and things, and they used to go mental at me for not layering, not grouping stuff and all that. Why have you donated money tonight? I've donated laughter. It's fine, honestly. Nobody needs to donate, of course. Just watch the stream and click like. That's all you need to do. Residual Chaos, thank you very much. Keep it up. I will. Thank you so much. It's very appreciated. Best intro to a game ever. It's great. It takes a while, though. Are you a fan of boxing? I'm not particularly. I'll watch a big fight, but I don't really know much about it. But I'm not against it, particularly in any way. So that's how you know how to make those billboards. Also, I work the same way. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, I actually use Corel in work, so I've kind of self-taught Photoshop. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm just being supportive of my local area. Right. Okay. And Workington did have a huge steel industry that supplied to all the British railways. Oh, so they may have made the steel for the what's that ridiculous coaster at Lightwater Valley? The Ultimate. That was built by British Rail, wasn't it? Corel. Yeah, that's just what they had. I got on with it quite well, and ever since I kind of always work with vectors in mind, even though I don't really use vectors anymore. So a lot of my stuff is quite sort of blocky and sort of single colours and things like that because of vectors. It's the only one I don't skip. CED. Well, thank you very much. This is the best intro to a game ever. Oh, I know. Yeah, the music's great. It's one of my favourites. Wow, Jordan Drakeford, thank you very much. Keep up the amazing work. I will. It's very generous, buddy. Thank you. How do I change the meters to feet in the game? I think it's in settings. Yeah, I think it's just in the regular settings. No one needs to donate. Blah, blah, 10. Well, no, nobody does need to donate. If you do, it's great. It really helps me out because I specifically book Tuesday evenings off work now. So I'm a shift down in work. So that's why I have a donation there because it kind of helps top up the wage, especially in January when ad revenue is so awful. Ugh, oh, woe is me. Right, where's that we've just done? Let's pop it down here. Little Thunderer. Some guys just clapping down here for no particular reason. Oh, it's the staff. The staff are so happy in this place. It makes me sick. It's not realistic at all. It's meant to be a British park. They should all be miserable and start paying them less. Okay, so there's a little light. I might have to go back and redo that one, but it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Way, that's Pinewood Pier. Wheel starts taking shape. Took 12 minutes. The original mechanism still used this day. Yeah, happy with that. Awesome. And let's go and redo the one up here. Although it might have redone itself actually with the with whoops with Thingy's dip. I know, honey mustard dip. Chief beef menu. There we go. Salsa and queso. Is now done. There we go. Also, the weather is too good. Yeah, tell me about it. It should be miserable grey all the time, shouldn't it? The entrance to the park for the tickets, rename it to Pinewood Bills. I like it. Sorry, had tea and American pie. The wedding was on. It's bad but good at the same time. Yeah, I don't mind the American pie. They're a bit of a guilty pleasures of mine, them really. Right, I'm going to have to go. We've really ran over. Thank you so much for watching. It's been so great having you all here and chatting. I've had really good fun again. The last couple of weeks, the streams have just been on point. We've had so much fun in them. I really had good fun. John, you should have a PO box. I did look into it. They're quite expensive though. If you for some reason want to send something, if you private message me, I do have a public address that I can use that doesn't come to my house. But yeah, I did look again at PO box. They're a bit dear. I may well look at doing it once we're settled in Canada, but for now there's no real point. Thanks so much for joining me, folks. Make sure you click that like button. It does carry over into the POV. If you've missed any of it, it will be up as a POV later on. Thanks again all for watching and chatting. I have an absolute blast doing these. I wish I could do them more often. Maybe in the future, if YouTube grows and grows, we'll be able to do these more often, because I really love coming here and chatting to you all real time. Thanks Guy, thanks Tyson, thanks Tyrese, thanks Alex. Thanks everyone for coming. It's been great, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.